Welcome back, listeners, to another deep dive. Today, we're going way back
Okay.
to ancient Sumeria,
Wow.
land of the oldest written stories
Yeah.
we know of, the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Of course, right?
You guys sent in a translation by Maureen Gallery Kovacs,
Oh, wow.
working right from those ancient cuneiform tablets.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. This demigod king grappling with mortality, the wild man, the quest for immortality. It's got it all.
It really does, yeah.
But what makes this story truly epic?
Right?
I can't wait to dive into the specifics with our expert.
Well, I think what's fascinating about the Epic of Gilgamesh is that it's not just a story, you know?
Oh, okay.
It's a window into the world of ancient Sumeria.
Okay.
This civilization that thrived thousands of years ago in what is now modern-day Iraq.
Wow.
We're talking about a text that predates the Bible by centuries.
Okay.
It gives us a glimpse into humanity's earliest attempts to grapple with life's big questions.
Yeah, so we have Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
This historical king of Uruk, who's 2/3 god, 1/3 human.
Right.
I'm already picturing a Marvel superhero, but ancient Mesopotamian flair. What makes him so compelling?
Well, he embodies this duality of the human condition, right? So on one hand, he's strong, handsome, wise, a great builder. Think of those impressive walls of Uruk, a testament to his ambition.
Wow.
But on the other hand, the epic doesn't shy away from his flaws.
Okay.
You know, he's arrogant, oppressive, driven by this hunger for fame and immortality that leads him down a path of questionable choices. Imagine the citizens of Uruk complaining to the gods about their own king.
Oh, wow.
That's how the story sets the stage for Gilgamesh's journey.
It's like he's got this rock star persona, but maybe takes it a little too far?
Yeah, a bit.
The listener's notes mentioned Enkidu,
Yeah.
this wild man created by the gods as this counterforce to Gilgamesh.
Right.
Is this where the conflict really kicks off?
Absolutely. Enkidu is fascinating because he's the embodiment of nature,
Okay.
raw and untamed.
Oh.
The goddess Uruk creates him from clay, and he grows up with animals, possessing this incredible strength.
Wow.
We see civilization versus wildness play out in their first encounter. A brutal fight described vividly in the epic.
Okay.
They clash at the entrance to a marital chamber,
Wow.
shaking the very foundations of Uruk.
Wow.
It's this clash of titans,
Okay.
a metaphor for the internal conflicts Gilgamesh himself faces.
That's an intense introduction. It makes me think about how societies throughout history have wrestled with this balance between order and chaos, the individual, the collective.
Yeah.
But this is a story about transformation, right?
Yes.
I'm guessing these two don't stay enemies forever.
You're right. What makes the Epic of Gilgamesh so compelling is it subverts our expectations.
Okay.
Instead of this constant power struggle,
Right.
Gilgamesh and Enkidu forge this profound friendship. This bond becomes a catalyst for Gilgamesh's growth, both as a person and a leader.
Okay, so how does this unlikely friendship come about? What brings these two opposing forces together?
Well, the catalyst is Shamhat, a harlot, sent to tame Enkidu and introduce him to the ways of civilization.
Okay.
Their encounter, described in detail over 6 days and 7 nights, awakens something in Enkidu. He begins to understand human emotions, desires, paving the way for his connection with Gilgamesh.
Shamhat's role is so interesting. She's not just a passive figure, she's an agent of change,
Yeah.
bridging this gap between nature and culture. Her presence makes me wonder how the epic views female characters. Are they powerful figures or simply pawns in the games of gods and men?
It's a great question, and one that scholars continue to debate.
Okay.
Some see Shamhat as a symbol of feminine power, while others view her role as more complex, reflecting the societal norms of ancient Sumeria. What's clear is that her actions have a profound impact on the course of the epic, setting the stage for the transformation both in Enkidu and Gilgamesh.
So once Enkidu is brought to Uruk, this initial rivalry somehow blossoms into friendship.
Yeah.
What is it about these two that allows them to connect on such a deep level, despite their differences?
Perhaps it's the recognition of a kindred spirit, a shared yearning for something beyond the ordinary.
Right.
They embark on epic adventures together. Slaying the monstrous Humbaba, guardian of the Cedar Forest,
Wow.
and even defying the goddess Ishtar by killing the bull of heaven she sends to punish them.
These challenges seem so symbolic. Humbaba, the guardian of nature, falling to these heroes. Is the epic suggesting something about humanity's relationship with the natural world? Maybe a sense of dominion, even conflict?
You've hit on one of the epic's central themes,
Okay.
the interplay between humanity and nature. The slaying of Humbaba can be interpreted in various ways.
Okay.
Some see it as a necessary step in the progress of civilization, while others view it as a cautionary tale about the dangers of exploiting the natural world. The epic leaves room for interpretation, inviting us to ponder our own place in the grand scheme of things.
It's incredible how these themes still resonate today. We're still grappling with these same issues of environmentalism, progress, and our responsibilities to the planet. But through these adventures, Gilgamesh starts to change. It's almost like Enkidu is the key to unlocking his humanity. What shifts do we see in Gilgamesh's character during this time?
Well, their bond teaches Gilgamesh compassion, empathy, the value of human connection. He becomes a better king, less focused on personal glory, and more concerned for the well-being of his people. It's a beautiful example of how true friendship can lead to profound personal growth.
It's a classic buddy story, but with these layers of mythology and philosophy woven in. But the listener's notes highlighted a tragic turning point.
Yeah.
Enkidu's death. This is where the story takes on a whole new dimension, right?
Enkidu's death marks a pivotal shift in the epic. It shatters Gilgamesh's world, forcing him to confront the reality of his own mortality.
Wow.
He's devastated, refusing to let Enkidu be buried for days, roaming the wilderness in grief. And it's in this state of despair that he embarks on this desperate quest for immortality.
So it's not just an adventure story anymore. It's about grappling with the big questions of life and death, the search for meaning in the face of loss. Where does Gilgamesh's quest lead him? Who does he seek out in his desperate search for answers?
Driven by grief and this newfound fear of death, Gilgamesh sets out to find Utnapishtim, the survivor of a great flood. Sound familiar? Utnapishtim's story echoes the biblical tale of Noah.
Right.
He was granted immortality by the gods after surviving a catastrophic flood.
Okay.
Gilgamesh hopes that by finding him, he can unlock the secret to escaping death.
Right.
It becomes this metaphorical journey, not just across mountains and seas, but also a journey through his own grief and the depths of human despair.
It's like the flood story, so prevalent in different cultures, represents this collective human fear of the unknown, the overwhelming power of nature, and our attempts to find meaning in the face of such events. But I'm picturing Gilgamesh, this powerful king, setting out on this arduous journey. What are some of the challenges he faces? Is it all smooth sailing? Or are there obstacles that force him to confront his own limitations?
Oh, it's far from smooth sailing.
Okay.
The epic details these incredibly vivid trials. Picture Gilgamesh traveling through treacherous mountain passes,
Okay.
guarded by terrifying scorpion beings.
Whoa.
He encounters Siduri,
Ziduri.
a wise tavern keeper,
Okay.
who tries to dissuade him from his quest, warning him of the dangers ahead. He even has to cross the waters of death,
The waters of death.
a symbolic passage representing his confrontation with mortality.
Wow.
Each of these challenges strips away his arrogance, forcing him to confront his vulnerability.
It's like each obstacle is a mirror, reflecting back his own internal struggles. He's
Yeah.
not just battling external forces, but also the turmoil within this theme of transformation is so powerful. But does he actually reach Utnapishtim? Does he find the answers he's so desperately seeking?
He does find Utnapishtim,
He does.
but the answers he receives aren't what he expects.
Okay.
Utnapishtim tells him that death is inevitable for humans,
Right.
a fundamental truth separating them from the gods. It's a harsh reality for Gilgamesh to accept.
Yeah.
He's offered a test
A test.
to stay awake for 6 days and 7 nights,
Oh, wow.
a metaphor for overcoming human limitations.
Mhm.
But Gilgamesh, exhausted from his journey, fails the test,
Oh.
highlighting the inescapable nature of human weakness.
So even Gilgamesh, this mighty king, can't escape the basic realities of being human. It's almost tragic, but also deeply relatable.
Yeah.
It's like the epic is reminding us that we're all bound by the same limitations, no matter how powerful or extraordinary we might think we are.
Right.
What impact does this realization have on Gilgamesh? Does he give up hope entirely, or does he find a way to make peace with this difficult truth?
It's a turning point for him.
Okay.
The pursuit of immortality is futile.
Right.
Instead, he must focus on living a meaningful life, creating a legacy that will endure beyond his physical existence.
This idea of legacy is so interesting. It's not just about personal glory. It's about contributing something to the world,
Yeah.
leaving something behind that will make a difference. How does this newfound understanding manifest in Gilgamesh's actions? Does he return to Uruk, a changed man?
He does return,
He does.
transformed by his experiences. We see this in his appearance.
Okay.
He's described as haggard, stripped of his former glory.
Right.
It's a visual representation of his shedding of ego and illusion,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more than just a physical change.
Okay.
His speech and behavior have also shifted. He's no longer arrogant and demanding,
Okay.
but humble and reflective.
Okay.
He learns to value human connection, recognizing that even a demigod needs companionship and guidance.
This transformation is so inspiring. He doesn't just find acceptance, he finds humility and a deeper appreciation for life's simple joys.
Right.
But the listener's notes mention these vivid dreams that Gilgamesh experiences throughout the epic. Are these just random occurrences? Or do they hold a deeper significance?
The dreams are fascinating. Throughout the epic, Gilgamesh has these incredibly symbolic dreams
Okay.
that foreshadow events and offer glimpses into his psychological state.
Okay.
It's like the epic is inviting us to delve into the subconscious, to explore the hidden depths of the human psyche.
It reminds me of modern psychology and how we analyze dreams to understand our deepest fears and desires.
Right.
It's remarkable how this ancient text delves into such complex themes, and it's not just about personal reflection, right?
Wow.
Gilgamesh actively seeks guidance in interpreting these dreams. It reinforces this idea that he's learning to rely on others,
Yeah.
recognizing that he doesn't have all the answers.
Exactly. He consults with his mother, Nensen,
Mm.
with Enkidu, and even seeks guidance from the gods.
Right?
This reinforces the theme of human connection, the need for support and understanding in navigating the complexities of life.
This resonates so much with me. We often try to figure things out on our own, but sometimes the wisest thing we can do is reach out. Seek guidance from those we trust.
Yeah.
But there's one episode that really stands out in terms of Gilgamesh's transformation. The story of the plant of rejuvenation.
Right.
Tell me more about that. What's the significance of this plant in his journey?
After failing to obtain immortality from Utnapishtim,
Right.
Gilgamesh learns about a plant that can restore youthfulness.
Okay.
It grows at the bottom of the sea, representing this hidden potential. A chance to defy time, even if not conquer death. Gilgamesh, ever the determined hero, dives into the depths and retrieves the plant, a symbol of hope and renewal.
It's like he's given a second chance, a chance to reclaim some of what he's lost, to make the most of the time he has left. I can only imagine his relief and excitement.
He is elated at first, but the epic is full of twists and turns.
Okay.
As Gilgamesh travels back to Uruk,
Right.
he stops to bathe in a pool of water. And while he's distracted, a serpent steals the plant,
Oh, no.
symbolizing the elusive nature of youth and the inevitability of aging. It's a heart-wrenching moment.
Yeah.
A reminder that even with great effort, some things are beyond our control.
Talk about a cruel twist of fate. It seems like every time Gilgamesh gets close to grasping what he desires, it slips away.
Right.
What a poignant reminder of life's unpredictability. But I'm sensing this isn't just about losing the plant.
No,
There's a deeper lesson here for Gilgamesh.
absolutely. It reinforces the idea that he can't cheat death or hold on to youth forever. He must accept his limitations
Okay.
and make peace with the natural cycle of life.
It's another step in his journey of letting go of illusions, accepting the reality of his human existence. But even though he loses the plant, he gains something far more valuable, wisdom. He returns to Uruk, not with a magic cure for aging, but with a newfound understanding of what truly matters in life.
Exactly. He realizes that true fulfillment lies not in the pursuit of eternal youth, but in embracing the present moment, in appreciating the beauty and fragility of life.
It's a message that resonates so deeply, especially in our modern world, where we're often obsessed with youth and longevity. The Epic of Gilgamesh reminds us that aging is a natural part of life, and that true beauty lies in the wisdom and experience that come with time.
Before we move on,
Yeah.
I want to highlight one specific detail that struck me as particularly symbolic.
I'm all ears.
Ow.
What detail caught your attention?
It's the description of Gilgamesh's final act as king.
Okay.
He commissions this grand inscription on the walls of Uruk,
Okay.
detailing his adventures and his quest for immortality.
Huh.
It's almost as if he's creating his own epic poem, etched in stone for eternity.
That's incredible. It's like he's saying, I may not live forever, but my story will.
Right.
He's ensuring that his experiences, his struggles, his triumphs will be passed down through generations. He's achieving a kind of immortality,
Yeah,
not through physical means, but through the power of storytelling.
precisely.
Mhm.
He realizes that his legacy lies not in defying death, but in sharing his story,
Yeah.
offering his wisdom and insights to those who come after him.
It's a beautiful reminder That even though our physical bodies may fade, the impact we have on others can endure through time. And it speaks to the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
The Epic of Gilgamesh, itself a testament to the enduring power of narrative, reminds us that stories have the ability to transcend time and connect us across generations.
It's a legacy that we all have the potential to create. By sharing our experiences, our perspectives, our unique journeys, we contribute to this collective human narrative, adding our voices to the grand tapestry of storytelling that has been woven throughout history.
This deep dive has been incredibly insightful. I feel like I've gained a whole new appreciation for the Epic of Gilgamesh and the timeless wisdom it offers.
Me too. It's a story that continues to resonate thousands of years after it was written, reminding us of the enduring power of human connection, the beauty of transformation, and the profound impact we can have on the world through our actions and our stories.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the Epic of Gilgamesh. We've journeyed through ancient Sumeria, explored themes of mortality, friendship, and transformation. But there's one element that keeps coming up that I find particularly intriguing: the Epic of Gilgamesh itself.
Oh.
We're examining a story about a king who wants his story to be told.
Right.
It's like we're looking into a mirror reflecting another mirror.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
It's a brilliant example of how the Epic of Gilgamesh plays with layers of storytelling and the very concept of legacy. Gilgamesh, this king obsessed with fame, ultimately achieves a different kind of immortality.
Okay.
Not through escaping death,
Not these.
but through ensuring his tale is etched in history. It's a powerful reminder that the stories we tell have the potential to transcend time and connect us across generations.
It makes me think about how humans have always sought ways to make their mark on the world, to leave something behind that speaks to their existence.
Right.
Cave paintings, monuments, written words. It's like this inherent desire to say, I was here.
Yeah.
But the Epic of Gilgamesh goes beyond just the desire for fame, doesn't it?
It does.
What other messages about legacy do you think this story conveys?
Well, the epic suggests that true legacy isn't just about grand achievements or monumental inscriptions.
Okay.
It's about the impacts we have on others, the connections we forge, the wisdom we share.
Okay.
Gilgamesh's transformation highlights this shift from a focus on personal glory to a recognition of the value of human connection
Right.
and the importance of contributing something meaningful to the world.
This resonates so strongly with me. It's like the epic is suggesting that our lives become stories, and the way we live those stories determines the legacy we leave behind. It's not just about what we accomplish, but how we connect, how we grow, how we face challenges, and how we ultimately make peace with our own mortality.
Exactly. And by sharing those stories, whether through epic poems, inscriptions, or even simple conversations, we create ripples that extend outward, influencing and inspiring others. Think about the countless retellings and reinterpretations of the Epic of Gilgamesh throughout history. It's a testament to the enduring power of stories to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
It's like this ancient text is still whispering wisdom to us across millennia. But what about for us, living in the 21st century? Knowing that death is inevitable, how do we choose to live our lives and leave our mark on the world? What does the Epic of Gilgamesh teach us about finding purpose and making our time count?
It reminds us that even though we can't escape death,
Right.
we can choose how we live. It encourages us to embrace our connections, to find courage in the face of adversity, to seek wisdom and understanding, and to share our experiences with others. It suggests that true fulfillment comes not from chasing immortality, but from living a meaningful life, one filled with purpose, connection, and a willingness to embrace both the joys and sorrows that come with being human.
It's a beautiful and empowering message. We may not be able to build walls like Gilgamesh, but we can build relationships, create art, share kindness, and leave the world a little brighter than we found it.
The Epic of Gilgamesh reminds us that each life is a story, and it's up to us to write a story that matters.
What a fantastic journey this has been. Thanks to the listener for sending in this incredible translation, and to you for guiding us through its depths.
Of course.
And to our listeners, I hope this deep dive inspires you to reflect on your own stories, your connections, and the legacies you're creating each and every day. Until next time, keep seeking, keep diving, and keep exploring the depths of knowledge and